First, it's a Q&A with the CEO. Alright, it's a Q&A. With the CEO of MTI, Johan Steinberg. Alright, probably didn't say that correctly. Forgive me. Anyway, so the key points that we're going to see today in this video are as follows. So the recent data leak, alright, the CEO, he talks about it, how it wasn't taken lightly, and he was concerned that there was a data breach, okay, but your funds are safe. Everybody, your funds are safe. They're also going to talk about programming other cryptos. They're going to talk about the potential of 7-day trading. These are all potential things that are coming down the line as the programming team works on innovating even further. After that, there's a talk of capping members at some stage in the future. Not the near future, but in years to come, potentially. Who knows, right? But the system is operating very well, and they don't see it stopping anytime soon. And that's cool. That's humbling to know. Anyway, after that, we have the recent innovations with respect to ethical hackers. So they've recently employed ethical hackers that are going to be working to intentionally try and hack the website so that MTI can stay ahead of the curve and keep your safety number one priority. After that, you're going to see the new COO of MTI, Charles Ward. Guys, I've only recently started to get to know this guy, and all I can say is that he seems super solid. I'm delighted to see him part of corporate. I'm delighted to see him part of managing corporate, because I get a great vibe when I listen to him speak, his professionalism and how competent he is, and the team is doing an exceptional job, guys. I mean, everybody there at MTI is just doing an exceptional job, and I'm humbled to see it, and it just reinforces my beliefs once again. Fully functioning corporate structure, they have a legal team, a board of directors, and they have world-class support, guys, and this is a monster. It's an absolute beast. It's a monster, guys. Last time I heard, I think they have over 60 staff, which is crazy. It's just crazy. It's beautiful to see the development of the company, and it's refreshing to see how cool, calm, and collected corporate are. Definitely tune into these episodes or these Q&A sessions every month, guys. They're value-packed. You get a sense of MTI. There's also a bit of music at the end, so definitely stick to the end of that. But a value-packed video, guys. Smash the like button if you're appreciating the content, and as always, if you're ready and you've decided that this is the right decision for you, Team Stacks would be very grateful to have you on board. If somebody sent you this video, definitely go back to them. They can be your upline. Respect that, and we'll see you on the other side. Anyway, guys, don't be shy. Drop your comments down below. Let's get right into the video.
So, Bernard, are you there?
Hey, Cherie, how's it going?
Okay, and you? It's good to see you.
I'm always good. I'm afraid it might just go better.
Oh, fantastic. I love that. So, Bernard, the floor is all yours and Marius's. I'm going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself, tell people what you guys stand for, and then you can get in touch with our CEO and allow him to unmute himself so that you can get onto this Q&A for the month of September. Thank you so much for having me, and all the best. I know it's going to be a fantastic call.
Well, thank you, Cherie. Thank you so very, very much. It's absolutely great being here. I mean, being part of Mirror Trading International is absolutely a life changer. And the one thing I remember I learned from Johan Steinberg himself back in December when we met in Stellenbosch was his philosophy and passion is to absolutely alleviate poverty, which is precisely what this man is achieving right now. And this is absolutely such good news, because I think it is time that everybody is alleviated from poverty and move into the real world where people do not suffer from poverty any longer. And that is exactly what MTI stands for. And that is absolutely fantastic. I cannot be more happy about MTI than I am right now. Hi, Marius.
Well, Werner, yes, good evening, everybody, and thank you so much, Cherie, for that nice intro. Werner, actually, our lives changed so dramatically. I can't explain it to you, coming from a music background, being a full-time musician, songwriter, singer, South African singer. My whole life changed so tremendously. I mean, music is fun now for me. So, and I mean, you can say the same from your side, both as top music producer in this country.
Yeah, it's a true story. I mean, I can absolutely enjoy music for the first time thanks to what Johan has created. I mean, I can only say good things about this man, really. When I met him back in December 2019 in Stellenbosch, I was invited by my cousin, my absolutely amazing cousin, Johan Kruger, to that specific session. And I think when you look into a person's eyes, you can see everything that you need to see. When I looked into Johan Steinberg's eyes, I was like, this is a real man. I can go to war with this guy, and that's a true story. He's such a great person, and what he created for everybody is absolutely amazing. And I think what we all need to keep in mind is, highest trees, they do catch the most amount of wind. And if it doesn't catch any wind, well, there's a problem. The fact this company is catching a lot of wind is a compliment, and it's absolutely fantastic, man. I'm so happy to be here. I'm pumped.
Yes, Johan. Once again, from my side, I feel so nervous tonight. It feels like a Skouspel evening for me, sitting in front of 25,000 people. So excuse me if I blush a bit, but it's such an honor to meet you, the man behind the scenes of changing so many lives, changing the paths of people that never thought was possible to start living their life and spending time with loved ones more. This was a life changer for everybody, and we're so proud to be here. And welcome to our group tonight. Thank you, Johan. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Marius. It's actually a great pleasure being here and meeting you, and seeing Werner's face again. It's awesome to be here. Thank you.
So, Marius, I think the most important question that we can possibly ask Johan is, Johan, how are you doing? How are you doing, man?
I'm on top of the world. Going very well. We have our ups and downs, and some strenuous days, but overall, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Well, it's like they say, there can be no light without darkness. There can be no up without any down. So if there are some downs, that is absolutely great, because we want to go up.
That's it.
Right.
Okay, Marius, would you like to start, my friend? Do you want to kick it off?
Werner, yes. Being honored tonight to ask a couple of questions for Johan, seeing that a lot of our members has got a lot of questions, and I hope we can fulfill that spaces tonight. Johan, first question I would like to ask you, can the bot be tweaked trading more than one pool using more than one crypto such as Bitcoin and Ethereum as base currencies?
Thanks, Marius. Yes. In this space, from a programming point of view, nothing is impossible. We pride ourselves on trying to be ahead of the curve all the time, and breaking into new markets should be relatively easy. Our research and development teams are working hard to with certain developments, and I'm proud to say that we do have a couple of projects in the pipeline, maybe not specifically related to this, but from a development point of view, we have a couple of things up our sleeves for the near future.
Definitely something to look forward to. Thank you so much, John.
Whatever you want, guys, I'm on board. And Johan, that leads us to the next question. And this is a good question. So, do you think at some point in time we can see 7 days a week trading, and not just crypto trading, but forex trading at the same time?
Werner, yeah. Same as before, nothing is impossible. With the crypto markets that we are currently trading, the crypto side, the crypto industry is considerably smaller than the normal forex market. And, over weekends that limits us even more. But having said that, we are actively looking into a 7-day trade, on the crypto side. And before we can make that live, we still have to do a couple of more tests to make sure that the performance is up to scratch. But yeah, it's something that we are looking at. And, as soon as we can comply with all the tedious regulations surrounding the normal forex trading side of things, we may just as well get back into that. I'm looking forward to possibly, doing a 7-day trade that will enhance our members' performance, and also, get back to growing our members' Bitcoin even more.
Thank you, Johan. That shows our safety, and thank you for protecting us there. Thank you so much. Brings us to the third question. question. Will the company eventually get capped on the amount of members? And if so, how can that affect the final member joining MTI on the referral side of business?
Thanks, Marius. Yeah, that's a great question. I've been getting it for the last 18 months. I do not foresee that happening, but in this industry, we never know. What I am sure of is, that we do not need new members as funds to be able to deliver on our brand promise, and that is to grow your Bitcoin. So our referral program is optional, and as much as we love the honor of giving people a chance to create a secondary income through our referral program, that is not really our main focus. MTI is very clear on our mission, and that is helping people grow their Bitcoin through our trading services. So we might get capped, we might not get capped. I don't foresee it for many years to come, but if we do, the referrals program side of things might slow down, but what we do is growing your Bitcoin through trade. That will continue happening.
Thank you, Jan. That was the itching question for people growing their Bitcoin. So there's your answer, people. We are growing Bitcoin, and that's what we do. Thank you, Jan.
It's a great pleasure.
That's a true story. Johan, thank you so very, very much. And it is very, very important what you just said. So the main focus of MTI, it still remains the main focus of MTI. And that is important for people to realize. No matter, what we do or what he said or whatever the case might be, the focus remains the focus. And that is so important. Johan, and then it brings us to the next question, which is, MTI has been in the news of late. Obviously, anonymous ZA, hacking a few accounts, that sort of thing. What kind of comments do you have on what happened in the light of recent events?
Yeah, thanks, Bernard. MTI will always attract attention. As you know, I really don't like to be in the spotlight that much. But fortunately, I have an excellent management team. They are working very hard to support me and our members. The hacking of our database was malicious and illegal, and we are in a legal process with that. The truth is, our database was compromised, and that might have, had some negative effects in the media. But for me, that was of great concern, and even more so than what the media says happened. So the fact is, our data was compromised, and not sitting still on our end, I have employed a group of ethical hackers that will penetrate or try to penetrate our system twice a month, doing tests and trying to breach our system. And that will be going permanently going forward. So from a security point of view, everything is up to date, as absolutely as best as possible. We've employed some of the best people in the world to help us do that. And our focus will remain the same, and that is to safeguard the members' Bitcoin and to add on to our brand promise, and that is to grow your Bitcoin. And we'll do that to the best of our abilities.
I think that is so important, this sort of question, because you might not realize in the process when we talk about, hackers and all that sort of thing, the great thing about MTI and how safe the Bitcoin really is the fact that even though they might have been able to hack some of the database or that sort of thing, they still didn't steal any Bitcoin because our Bitcoin is sitting safely in cold storage. But many institutions, financial institutions who actually got hacked, operating in the fiat currency space, people actually lost money, and it doesn't go for MTI. With MTI, it was safely tucked away, and everybody was safe. Even though the day you receive your ID book or ID card, you are already hacked by the government anyway, so everybody knows exactly who you are. Why do you think you receive 50 trillion telephone, advertising calls a day? Because you've been hacked since 16 years old.
That's true.
Yes, Werner, that was a very comforting answer, and I think Werner, you you will agree with me, as long as we get our downlines and our members to stick to factual proof, what is said on MTI's site and even Johan's newsletters and press releases, we stick to the facts, and and that'll help us tremendously if we don't spread rumors or false information. That's very important, especially on when I work with my downlines. I like to inform everybody that let's stick to factual proof and not this media attacks we're getting all the time. So thank you for that answer, Johan. It was very comforting. That brings us to question number 5. Sorry for this one. We have heard a rumor that MTI has had a few new key appointments. Can you please elaborate on that?
Yes, certainly. Thank you, Marius. With our growing membership, the need arises for strong corporate leadership. One of our non-executive directors has really proven himself invaluable to the team from an operations point of view. So let me be the first to announce that I'm extremely happy to announce Mr. Charles Ward to be our new COO of MTI. Charles has an impressive corporate management background, and he has become a key role player in the implementation of strategies in MTI at management level, and he is exceptional at keeping track of key performance indicators, and he brings a fresh professional approach to MTI management. So I'm very happy with his appointment, and working alongside him has really been a great experience for me. He has also initiated and almost completed our financial audit. He implemented key requirements from an HR perspective, and he has really streamlined our support system along with the relevant department heads. So I think this might be the first time in public. Charles Ward, congratulations on joining us as management and even as a COO of MTI.
Wow. Yeah, thank you very much for that. And I would like to congratulate Charles there on his new appointment and going from strength to strength. Thank you so much, Johan. Thank you so much.
It's a great
pleasure. And Charles is a great guy. Charles, many congratulations. It's good to have you as the COO beyond any reasonable doubt. Johan, that brings us to the last question of the 6-question quiz. So, how do you feel about the future of MTI?
Werner, I am very excited. 18 months ago, this was only an idea. Never did we ever think it could, reach this magnitude of servicing 180,000 plus members in the crypto space and growing their Bitcoin. We have had some opposition, but I am steadfast in my vision that has never changed for MTI. I want to make a difference. I want to play a role in the adoption of Bitcoin, and I want to remain focused on making sure that even the small guy wins. I'm very proud of our members, the leaders, and even and definitely my management team. I'm proud of what MTI has achieved, and I really look forward to a very bright future.
Thank you so much. And yes, we are also looking to I mean, this company is absolutely beyond description of amazing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Marius, have you ever seen anything like Mirror Trading International? This is absolutely crazy, man. This is brilliant.
Werner, there's so many instruments playing in this orchestra or this big band that we don't realize the backbone of this company. There are so many people doing things we don't realize in the background. I mean, take our support team for instance. I never waited longer than 4 hours for a support reply. I mean, this is great. I mean, on my downlines, every problem has been resolved. Any misunderstanding has been handled. So yes, there's so many instruments playing in this orchestra, and it's working in absolute harmony.
That's a true story. I mean, guess what? Even as we speak, I received an email from MTI saying withdrawal request complete. Guess what? That happened in less than 12 hours, okay? And Mirror Trading International promises to deliver payments within 48 hours. Personally, I've never even waited 48 hours. This happened in less than 12 hours. So there is factual proof appearing on my screen as we have this conversation with Johan Steinberg.
Yes, Baron, this is an absolute life changer for me. Like I said in the beginning, being a full-time touring artist was a life changer for me in the lockdown. I had zero income. Luckily for you and Johan Kruger and Esteban Smith, you guys helped me into MTI, and I will be in your debt forever. And for Johan Steinberg for changing my life, because I couldn't see how I put my first year medical student, which is a very, very dedicated child and wanted to become a doctor one day. How do I explain to her, you can't go to university anymore because your dad can't afford it? So many miracles happened in my life. Once again, my vision for music opened up, and I can start performing again because of the love of music, not because of the reward of it. So I cannot say thank you enough for changing myself and a lot of people around me. And Werner, it's always nice to give with an open hand, like Johan also is doing with us. I mean, giving with an open hand will come back 10 million times back to you. So yes.
I think it's important what you just said. It's time for everybody to realize the following factual information. I've seen with my own eyes how Johan Steinberg is taking a lot of hits for a lot of people in this company, just to keep us safe and keep this company, getting stronger and stronger by the minute. It's absolutely just great being part of a company like Mirror Trading International. Like you've said, we all come from backgrounds where we really struggled to survive. And the fact of the matter is, everybody is surviving now thanks to what this company is offering. That is a true story. I can speak for myself, my family, even my mom. I've lost my dad about a year ago, and ever since, it was difficult for my mom to properly survive. And she became part of Mirror Trading International, and she is now okay, and she can look after herself thanks to this brilliant MTI company.
I mean, Werner, remember, 8 months ago, I was in Cape Town with you, and all we did was worry about our income, and we didn't spend that much time on our families and our friends, and that personal time sitting down having a conversation. You're always too stressed up to think about what is tomorrow, what is going to happen tomorrow. Being financially free means you make time for your family, and you make time for yourself and your friends, and you start living your life, and that is exactly what is happening to me. I get more time for my family. I can start living again because that strain is off your shoulders.
It's important to realize something else. I remember when I was working with big record companies, one huge record company, good friend of mine was the MD at the time, and we had a nice conversation about this company and distribution, all that sort of thing. And I remember him saying to me very clearly, he said, Werner, this company is bigger than any one of us in the company. And I can say this with confidence to every single member, in Mirror Trading International. MTI is bigger than us. It's huge. It's a massive, massive company with corporate governance and a board of directors with its own lawyers, all that sort of thing. It's not a Mickey Mouse company. This is a super massive, it's a monster, guys. I mean, and we better respect it for exactly what it is. Johan, I want to ask you if you would like to add something more to the conversation.
Hi, sure. Oh, no, sorry, Werner. No, from my side, I think there's nothing much else. Just as always, if you have, as a member, if you have any issues, kindly reach out to your upline. If they cannot help you, go to support@mymticlub.com. We have world-class support team, and they will definitely be able to assist you if you have any problems.
Definitely. line of sponsorship, like you say, is important. You have to go to your team leader first and then go to MTI. That is so true.
Duplicate, guys, please. Well, I mean, that is as easy as that. If you support your downlines, they will do the same. And that is what this business is all about, is getting yourself financially independent and start working on your business. Spend more time on it. Get into the YouTube videos. Teach yourself. Learn from your uplines. Me and Werner has been working together. I can suggest to get yourself a partner. And besides the fact that we are best friends, we work together every day. I mean, we spend more time than I spend with my family, me and Werner. So sometimes his wife would say, I need some time for myself as well. But nevertheless, Werner, we work as a team together, and that is good advice for everybody in MTI, to get yourself a partner.
Definitely.
Can I completely hijack you for a second? You know that I do these things all the time, right? I'm always hijacking everybody. But it seems like a lot of people have that question for Johan, where there was those reports in Marula Media and some of the other media. I know, Van, and you and I spoke about this quite extensively. I'm not going to repeat your answer to that question because we have a wide audience for So I just wanted to pose that question to Johan because I seem to feel like it's a little bit of an elephant in the room, and I know we didn't discuss this before, but Johan, you've seen some of the reports and people are saying there's a shortfall, and you and I both know that that is obviously them assuming that MTI is not trading. So do you want to just look straight into your camera and tell people if it is true, if MTI has a shortfall of a couple of $1 million worth of Bitcoin, if they had to pay anybody out, and give us a big bright smile so that we can put this to bed. That I say it, Werner says it, and all of our leadership says it. Nobody wants to hear it from anyone else but you.
Well, the fact is, I think last count today we have about 200 or 300 Bitcoin more in our account than what's reflecting in the back office. That should be there. So MTI is wonderfully in the green.
Excellent, thank you. Now I'm going to stop hijacking you guys and you guys can carry on with what you're doing. Thank you very much, you guys. You're doing an excellent job.
Cherie, I just want to thank you for that fantastic YouTube video you posted after one of our media attacks. I could have just forwarded that to everybody, and thank you so much for that. I think you put a lot of things to rest there. Thank you so much.
I think the important thing to add to the conversation is, guys, I've learned throughout my career in the business world, if you constantly focus on negativity, I promise you negativity will follow you. But if you only focus on the positive side of life or your business, whatever the case might be, positivity will follow you as well. That is a fact of life. It's a true fact, and nobody can get around it. I think this is great. It's been a great session. Cherie, Johan, Marinas, Monica, Peter Miller, Sonia, Vince. I would like to thank every single one of you. You've been absolutely, more than just a helpful hand in this company. Thank you so very, very much. And we are dealing with great people. Johan, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Werner. Marius, Donkey. It's a great pleasure being here, and I'm actually busy on YouTube on the other screen looking at some of your albums, Marius. Ons gaan 'n bietjie luister.
Dankie, Werner. Ek het 'n surprise for